When I said I needed you, you said you would always stay. It wasn't me who changed, but you, and now you've gone away. Oh, don't you know that now you've gone, and I'm left here on my own. I have to follow you and beg you to come home. You don't have to say you love me, just be close at hand. You don't have to stay forever, I will understand. Believe me, believe me, I can't help but love you, but believe me, I never tie you down. Left alone. In this lesson we take a look at You Don't Have to Say You Love Me by Dusty Springfield. Of course I had to add Elvis Presley's version there too. The thing we take a look at the most are the chords, because there are many chords involved, but also many hard chords, as in bar chords. So if you're not comfortable playing those or fretting those, then it's going to be a very hard song, regardless of which key you're using, capoed it up or not. So for her version or for his version, there are pros and cons, and I've actually written out an alternative one, and that one isn't easy as well. Okay. That said, if you are comfortable, then it should be kinda straightforward, even though there are many chords. So it starts out, her version, in the key of D minor, or actually you have the orchestra and so on, and that finishes on D minor, let's put it that way. Without a capo, this is the absolute key, and you go from there. Already showed you a bit of what is happening, but one thing you didn't see was the chorus, because D minor changes to D major. And from there you have like a B minor, E minor 7, A7, you already had that, and then an F sharp minor. Then in the final chorus, indeed, you have a key change, so then it all of a sudden goes to the key of E, to a C sharp minor, and F sharp minor, B7, yes, you can play it as such as well. So yes, I break down all those chords, show you actually how it works with bar chords, as in from the E family having an E shape or an E minor shape, and the same thing for the A family, A and A minor. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you really should check it out, so because I'll explain it in detail. So for his version, if you want to have the absolute key, you need to capo it indeed on the first fret and play it in E minor. So it's actually, you would say, higher, but he sings it an octave down, which I actually did as well. However, from there, you would have like, well, you already saw an A minor, D7, the bar chords, an F sharp minor 7, B7, a G sharp minor, then, okay, I'll leave it to that, but in the final chorus, it's even harder, because then pretty much everything is a bar chord. Starting with, because you need to, it goes up a whole step, so now you end up in F sharp, and here a D sharp minor, G sharp minor is C sharp 7, yes, and okay. Like I said, I break it all down. The strumming or the picking or the flat picking, it's really how you want to approach it yourself. I think dynamically there is, it really builds up, goes down a little, builds up, and so on. So you could finger pick it if you want to go for the soft way of playing it, especially if you're by yourself. The measures are like 12/8. You could look at it as 2 times 6/8, and it has this what I call nothing else matters pattern, just starting with a bass note, moving with your fingers to the 3rd string, 2nd string, top string, and back to the 2nd and back to the 3rd, like so. Or if you would flat pick it, you could totally do the same, but then of course, like this, 3 downstroke, 3 upstrokes, or hit more strings. one point you could go to strumming. I would. Kind of like this. So all downstrokes, occasionally upstrokes, bounces, all that fun stuff. Anyway, I of course zoom into what to do here as well. Okay, now You Don't Have to Say You Love Me. Great song, I would say, and challenging maybe, but only, well, yeah, it is challenging. Try it out anyway, and check out the lesson at totallyguitars.com.